Wow.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I was losing her, so, for whatever reason, whether it was because of 3 of these or not, I'm getting my mom back.
Oh, God bless you,
I'm
Julia.
so grateful.
Wow. And you're crediting it to this, or there's a big part of that? You really are?
It started happening when this started happening.
Wow.
And then I saw something happen with skin lesions just falling off my friend's body. And I'm like, okay, it's not a placebo. This is real.
So if you ever watch and look at this stadium, right, like an NFL stadium, and you watch how many levels of the seats and the bleachers that go up, right? Imagine that you are in the 50-yard line of that field, and that all of those seats are filled with light support for you.
It's beautiful.
Right? It's
Very
like,
beautiful.
wow, that's the image of the support that each one of us have. And when we are shifting out of, let me put it in the best way I can. Council's like feeding me information now. When we are, what do you want me to bring them in?
Yeah, I was gonna say, you want to take a pause for a second?
Yeah, let me do that. Okay.
Moment of silence, everyone.
We are here. Hello, delights. Very happy to be with all of you, not just the 2 of you, but all that will be hearing and listening. So nice to be with both of you.
Thank you so much. It's so nice to be with you as well.
Well, let us get on with what she was saying and what we were feeding to her. You asked why her, or why and who are we to connect with her? We are higher guides. We are actually now ascended masters. So you might think of what she was talking about, your stadium of lights, not just to the front, not just to the sides. You have a whole support team in the back. When you turn around, it is all around you. It is unending. It is light. It goes higher and higher into the clouds. And we are of the highest ascended masters that help each one of you that are willing and wanting to come into your own stadium. That's the best way for us to visualize. We are highest in nature. And all of you have all of this light support, this consciousness, these beings of light, these guides on particular issues, because you're playing the game. You're the one here. You're the one in a human body at the leading edge. You think of a professional athlete, like a football player, all that they have to do for themselves and with themselves, and all of the support that they have to get themselves on that field. The trainers and the physiotherapists and the nutritionists and the regular trainers and the practices and all that they do to have that moment. You're in the game. This is your moment, but this moment is your entire life. All of you have guides. And so each time Christy was shifting out of a lack consciousness into an abundance consciousness, and we will help bridge that gap in understanding and make it really clear what that is for you. Each time she shifts, like each one of you do, you raise in vibration. So not only are you rising in vibration, because everything is energy and all energy carries a vibration, and every time you are from your own human container bringing in higher vibrations into your container, and you are vibrating, feeling abundant, or vibrating in the energy of abundance, not only do you get the cool stuff in the 3D environment, the material, hey, drive the car, live in the house, wear the jewelry, wear the nice shoes, go on the beautiful 5-star vacations, be in luxury. Because you're spiritual does not mean you have to have dirty, old, or things you don't like or just settle for.
Mhm.
Everything material is spiritual because everything is energy. Everything comes from divine light. Divine light is then transmuted into a usable frequency for each human being to have and to hold, to put in their container. And what you have in your energy container, and then what you send out in your consciousness, we'll pause and talk about that in a moment. What you send out in your consciousness is what you get back in the forms of support, in the form of, you know, what would really be nice in my business is someone that could do this. And then all of a sudden you meet the person that does exactly that. The
Mhm.
synchronicities, the flow, the fun, the joy of life, because that's what abundance is.
Mhm.
So let us back up. Lack, think of it, because think of it as multidimensionality, and we love that you all talk about your 4-dimension, 5th dimension economy, because there is no shortage there.
Exactly.
It's unlimited. You have an ATM in the sky that you can pull from whenever you want. We like to say you have a treasure chest, each one of you, a treasure chest of light. And each time you utilize that treasure chest, that energy, those gold, those rubies, and you utilize it and you let yourself fill up with it, it doesn't run out. Nobody can take it from you. Nobody can borrow it without asking and then returning it later. It fills up for you. The minute you take a ray of light, it fills back up for you to utilize it. It's yours and yours alone. And there's no shortage. If every single human being understood what is breathing them, what they have access to, what they are partnering with, they would never have to steal or pillage or do any of the things that come from fear, that come from shortage.
Yeah.
So in this land of polarity, though, you might think of it like a cross. You go up into, just like your stadium of light, into full purity of energy. And as purity of energy comes down to be utilized in this 3rd-dimensional plane, there's a partnership between physical and non-physical. And then here you are in your physical, and it's like you reaching out. You have your past, you have your future. It's like a linear, many times, with the idea of time as a human being. Right here, right now, you are in your present moment, and the past is either behind you or to the side of you. It's what you've already lived. You have memories.
Mhm.
And the future is uncertain. No matter how many times you visualize it, it's still uncertain. So what's the deal with that? Because the uncertainty never feels good. The uncertainty is where, so many things could go wrong. But it's the uncertainty where things can create. It's the uncertainty where you can shift something, that you see the trajectory happening and you can make a different decision and create something new and different.